Okay. Hi, everyone. This is another episode of the Dungeon of Asas, not the brand, the terrible, I think. Anyways, don't get mad, but um, I'm using basic fantasy. I'm s- I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. I saw this on the shelf. I'm like, you know what? BX is very much comparable to this. I think it's actually based off BX, Basic Expert, and I was going through some old character sheets on my drive, and I found the four character sheets on one sheet um, for this game. So let me show you guys what it looks like. This is what I've used before. I've played BX. I've used the basic role playing before on this channel. Not often, a few times in the past. It's been a while actually. But you know what? I thought it was suitable for this game or this specific dungeon we're doing. So again, I'm sorry. I just couldn't resist. But this will be off to the side. Everything has been converted. All the ability scores obviously are still pretty accurate, and the modifiers didn't change much. But I did keep, there are certain abilities. So, magic for Elcard and the thieving skills for Khan. But I noticed in basic, it's actually basic fantasy. They're actually higher in some areas. And then same thing goes with Marp's mining expertise. So this will be off to the side because I still want to focus on um, the sheet here. Now, the team has finished room 15. So now we dealt with those bats. There was a bunch of them. They were a nuisance. And now we're moving on to either room 12 or this next corridor below. So I'm thinking of just rolling the options here because we have two options. We have these two pathways, these two doorways. So what I'll do, the blue die will be the left door, the red die will be the right door, and this is just basically the team is discussing what they want to do or where they want to go next. Let's see who wins. Okay, the blue door, which means it's going to be room 12. So this door, judging by the other pictures here, um, it's not trapped. These are specials that have an S on it. I think the line to the door means it's open or unlocked at least. This is just a regular door that's probably not locked. So, because this door right here has a line through it, I'm thinking that door is locked. Trapped is an S. I think a line open means it's either open or unlocked. So, this door is not going to cause any problems. We get into room 12. Now, let's roll to see what happens in this room. As usual, we're going to do an encounter roll. Blue is yes, red is no. Oh, it's a tie. So it's a very low level enemy. Okay, so we have to consider uh, who this enemy will be. Let's see. What's a low level creature? Let's see. Let's say it's a. I think I've done imps already. We've done bats. Let's just do an owl bear. Actually, owl bears can probably be pretty formidable. But let me pause the video for a second. It's going to be just one skeleton. That's all. There is a skeleton sitting in the middle of this room on a throne, just in the middle of the room for some reason. So his HP will be 6. His damage die. Maybe he has a sword with him. He's neutral though. He's not going to attack just yet. His damage will be d6. Now, because we're doing ascending AC now, we're not doing original THAC0, which might upset a few people. I'm sorry. Just felt like rolling into basic fantasy here. I'm going to say that compared to our characters, let's see, our new ACs, Barvelf has a heck of an AC because of his dexterity modifier. And that plate mail has AC 17 plus his shield. That's Petsman 19 because the default is 11 if you don't have anything. Elcard is 11, Khan is 16, and Marp is 16 also. So with all that considered, I'm going to say this guy is 15 AC. He's a level 1 based on that roll we just had now. So, what does this mean? Why is he just sitting there? Okay. Well, let's roll to see if there's any. Well, the loop most likely will be uh, on the skeleton himself, and he's neutral. Okay, so here's an idea. He is not moving at all because he is triggered by a trap. So I will throw a trap in this room, but only triggered when it's stepped on. It could just be a plate, a floor plate for trigger. So if the plate is stepped on, then pressure plate, then the skeleton awakens and is has to be dethroned in order to escape the room safely. So that's our little context here. So we don't have to roll that now. We know that it is going to be um, a trigger plate. Now, thinking of our characters, we have a fighter who is taking point, and they are exploring this dungeon looking for Asas. And after Asas defeated Sony, the arch rival, um, we have to consider that the fighter here thinks this could be the big bad. Maybe the fighter thinks this is Asas. Perhaps they don't know what Asas looks like. Asas. So the fighter is assuming this skeleton, who is not moving but is an animated skeleton, will attack eventually because, again, we had a 1-1 roll with Snake Eyes. The magician is just keeping an eye on the room, seeing if there's anything irregular going on. That's not really a skill that he can roll at the moment. But Khan is eyeballing that very nice, surprisingly clean, well sharpened sword the skeleton is holding, at least on his person. Marp, the fighter, is thinking that something is amiss here. And because our dwarf is an expert in detecting traps, we're going to roll that right now. So 1 and 2, based on the game itself, even basic fantasy, 1 or 2 is detect traps. So 2, there you go. Okay, the dwarf Marp detects a trap. He warns the team to avoid a certain pressure plate surrounding. Maybe there are several pressure plates surrounding the throne where the skeleton is sitting on, and they are attempting to find a way either through to this next room. The dwarf says, "Well, we can walk our way to this door here to get through." But the fighter, again, Barvel, is insisting that this guy must be Asas. Why would he be on a throne surrounded by pressure plates? And they perhaps are having a little argument. But the argument, as they get heated, because these are two fighters, I'm thinking that there is some conflict between these two. Maybe Marp has always wanted to be the leader of this group of adventurers. Barvel is like, no, I'm the leader. Elcard and Khan are not really partaking in this discussion. That's not really what they're worried about. Uh, because of the arguing, it's gonna be it's going to awaken the skeleton. But remember, this skeleton is not going to be Asas. I don't think Asas is just kind of chilling here in this room. I'm really thinking Asas is down here somewhere in the south side of the map. So this skeleton steps up and steps off his throne and appears to be very much like a threat. But again, the stats don't really show that. It seems that it's going to be deceiving. It's going to be weaker than what it's trying to show itself out to be. So we are now in an encounter, and because we're in an encounter, we're going to roll initiative, and this will just be based on a 2d6 roll. So here we go. Who goes first? It's going to be us. We're blue as always. All right. So the first attack is Barvel. We just have to be careful of triggering a trap. So because there's potential, well, our dwarf did explain to our team where these traps are, where these trigger plates are, which means abstract. Uh, our team is able to avoid them during combat. So I'm not going to have them be triggered because we detect them. If we did not detect them from earlier, then they would have been triggered at some moment in the conflict. That would have been probably just based on a whim. Oh, hey, the plate happens here, like on a failed roll or something like that. So we're attacking against the AC of 15. Our Barvel has attack bonus of massive +3, +2 for strength, and +1 based on level from the game rules. So rolling with a +3 against a 15 AC. That is, oh, that's actually a hit. So now we're going to roll for damage on that 13, and his weapon is a D8. We're going to be rolling right now with his sword. Six. Okay. Well, there you go. Like I said, the skeleton was not a threat because that 1/1 snake-eyed roll we had at the start dictates the threat level of the threat. So again, this skeleton was not going to be difficult, and that's I was going to assume that anyways. Now they defeat the okay, so six. We have 6 times 1 or 6 plus 1 here. We'll just do a measly, let's say 10 XP for the group. Now, it does drop a magic sword, so which I'll give to our fighter, to Barvel. Barvel will get a +1 on his D8 sword. So I'm going to list it as a uh, magic sword or a sword plus. It's kind of meaning that it is, in fact, a special sword. So he picked up, and now his 1d8s will always be rolled with a +1. Any gold pieces. Now we're going to roll if he dropped anything, or just generally any loot in the room. We're going to roll 2d6. And that 5 looks like it's dominating the 2, so that's going to be a no. There's no other gold pieces. There's no other weapons or magical artifacts. So here I don't have to label anything because the sword was already known to the team. Now, we've completed this room here, so we're going to now go to this door. This door is not trapped. It is a standard door, so it opens, and room 8 is pretty vast in size. It's one of the bigger ones in this map. We've never been there before. We've been across the hall, and the team has a couple of options here. They have this door here, and they have this. Looks like it's actually, this design is different. It looks like it's a possible fake door. So they only see this door here, or this is a cover up, and this door here. So let's have Marp do his usual and try to detect that door based on the construction of the room. This will be a d6 roll. It has to be 1 or 2. There we go. So he notes that there is this door. It's not like it's not. There's no illusion being cast on the door. It's just the door itself is part of the wall that looks a little different compared to the other slabs. So they walk up to this door out of pure interest, and they're going to be basically trying to find a trigger plate to open it. And and moments later, the dwarf. Oh, my apologies. They need to roll for encounter here. This is room 8. I almost forgot about that. So rolling for encounter. This is going to be the usual 2d6, and oh, okay, no encounter. All right, loot though. Is there any loot in this room? Yes, there is. I'm going to say is 20 gold pieces. They find 20 gold pieces, which means 20 experience points, and a small item because I'm thinking that not just gold, but a small item. There is going to be a gem. Let's say the gem will go to. I'm going to say L card had guessed the gem. He likes magical items. So he doesn't know what it does yet. We'll see what it can do in an encounter, but that's really it. Now, we also need to roll if there is a trap in this room. So rolling for traps. Ooh, there is, but it's very, very minor. So it's a very minor trap. Whatever the trap may be, perhaps it's some kind of gas that doesn't exactly. It gets triggered if we do not see it. So again, that's Mark's job. He's going to try to detect a trap, and we rolled a d20. He needs to. I'm sorry, a d6. Can he detect it? He does. Okay, he sees there is a pipe just to the side. He stuffs it with some material and blocks the pipe from being triggered, and the trap will not be triggered now. Okay, so now they see the door from earlier, and they're going to approach this wall, which is a door, and now they're going to try to open it. So eventually they do find a pressure plate, and it opens the door to get inside room 16. So room 8 is cleared. And room 16, we need to roll for an encounter. Let's see what's in here. There is an encounter. It's level. It's going to be um, not difficult, but not as easy as the last time, I hope. So this enemy will have, let's say, 8 HP. Damage will be, let's just do a d6. It'll be level 1. AC, let's do 14, actually. Let's do 14. Okay, this enemy will be perhaps a two two spiders. I'll say two spiders. So we'll do spider 1. They're just kind of crawling around. Don't think I've done spiders yet. Might have. I might be forgetting here. Spider 1 and spider 2. Okay, spider 1, spider 2. 8 health, d6, 14, 1. Actually, let's roll their health because there's more than one. There's more than one of them. So I will go about the d8 rule and just roll 2d8 per. So that's 8. And oh wow, 1. Okay, so definitely a big difference between them. So we have an 8 and a 1. Okay. Well, now we have to do an encounter. Let's see who goes first in this encounter. How do they react, essentially? Oh, fair. Okay. Balance. I'm going to give it to the players on this one. The spiders are territorial, so they're not going to attack just yet. Interesting. Actually, we did determine the attack because of that rank of 2 difference between the two d6s. But this tie, I'm going to say we're just going to re-roll for it. 4, you gotta be kidding me. 4, 4. Okay, we'll do parallel moves, so at the same time, basically. Okay, so Barvel. So whatever happens to the enemies, if they die, they can still attack. We're going to roll for them next. So everything is happening in this conflicting moment. We're going to roll for Barvel. He's going to use his +3 bonus, attacking with his magic sword now, the +1 at the spider with more health. That's going to be +3. That's 10, 11, 12. That's a miss. Next is Alcard. He's going to use his magic missile, which is automatic and has 3 slots per day. So I'll let him roll a 1d6 per +1. That's 5. He will vanquish the first spider automatically. And I'm going to mark off the sheet here that he used the spell. There we go. Or I should say 3 uses per session, not per day. Okay, next is going to be Khan. So Khan's going to attack with his +2 attack bonus, and he is going to use his short bow, because perhaps a spider is on the other side of the room. The other spider, the remaining one. And it's going to be his short bow is a d6, so let's just roll with weapon +2. Bonus roll, 6, 11. Oh, that's actually not a hit. Okay. Next is Mark with the fighter. He's going to use his hand axe with a +2 attack bonus at the AC of 14. That's going to be +2 is 12. That's also a miss. So none. Okay, most of the player characters did not hit. Okay, now we go to the 2 spiders. They have their parallel move. So the spiders were rolling with d20 and their d6 damage. Now we're going to roll at Barvel. 1 hit AC that's less than his AC of 19. Okay, the second spider attacks whoever. 19, that will go to Marp. His AC is 16. And 5 damage. Holy crap. Okay, that's a big hit. So 19 is the hit, and Barvel takes 5 damage. So he now is down to, let's see, 7, 8, 3 out of 8. So luckily he's able to tank that just enough. There we go. Okay, so that was the I think both spiders, and now it's back to our side. But now it's just one spider is actually going to attack his next round because we're still again doing parallel rolls. All right, let's get our d20 here. This is going to be Barvel attacking the remaining spider with his d8 +1. There we go. We're going for +3 attack bonus against the AC of 14. Ah, shoot, that's not good at all. Okay, next is going to be Alcard. Alcard using his dagger this time, so we're going to drop the d6 and get the d4. Actually, he has a sling. I completely forgot to mention that. He has a sling. So he uses a sling this time, but still a d4. There's no difference. He has no attack bonus, so he did have -1 because of his melee, but this is dexterity. But either way, the +1 is granted on from the game rules. +1 attack bonus for pretty much every class. So it equals out to nothing. So yeah, this is going to be rolled. Actually, yeah, no bonus. Here we go. +1. I'm sorry, no bonus against the AC of 14 using a sling. Oh, critical 20. That is going to be 1 damage, but I will do the critical and roll another D4 for additional damage. 2. Okay, so that's 3 total damage, just for fun. That's not really in the game rules, but that'll be 765. The spider is down to 5. Okay, good. Now it's going to be Khan's turn. He's going to use his short bow once again and roll the d6. There we go. He has a +2 against the 14, and that's 18. That's going to be damage of 2, so that defeats, or that lowers him down to 3. Okay, so now it's going to be Marp's turn. He's going to attack with his hand axe, d6, +2 bonus against the 14. 1 critical fail, no damage. Okay, now the spider is going to attack. Let's see who's going to attack. D4. Oh, interesting. It's going to be Elkhart. Usually I choose it, but sometimes I like to roll who they attack. So Elkhart. Okay, he's going to roll his D20 against Elkhart's AC. That's not so good at 11. That's actually the lowest you can have. So here we go. 15. Okay, well, it was nice knowing you, Elkhart, because he has 3. Oh, man, he has 3 HP right now. And this is a D6 damage. 5. Okay. Well, per the rules, Elkhart is defeated. We lost our first character of this one-shot. So goodbye, Elkhart. Nice knowing you, my friend. Okay, well, Elkhart is slain. He disappears. His robe falls to the ground like Obi-Wan. And everyone is crying, mourning his death. All right, back to our team. Our spider took out Elkhart, and Barvel is pissed off. So, because he's pissed, we'll do a little house roll. I'll let him roll 2d20. It's choosing the highest roll. He's attacking with his sword d8. So this will be this one here, which has a +1. So we're at +3 bonus on the highest roll against AC 14. And that'll be a 13 high there, plus that's 16, so that does make it 3 damage. And that defeats the spider with the remaining 3 health. Okay, so that was actually pretty good. So we'll do 50 total. And there is no the spider doesn't lose any loot, but let's roll for loot in the room. That's going to be no, there's no loot. Okay. Any traps, which I forgot to do in the beginning. Let's see, a trap check. Nope, no trap. Oh, yes, there is a trap, and it's actually pretty decent. All right, this trap is going to be not a trigger plate, not smoke, not fire. So there is going to be fire that is blown from the ceiling, and our team has to do a saving throw, which will be, let's do a breath weapon. It's fire. So after defeating a monster, the trap is triggered, explaining my mess up from earlier. So we have to do a saving throw for each one. Okay. If not, they do a burn of 1 damage. Okay. Saving throw for breath weapon for Barvel is 15 or higher. Oh wow, he just got it. Okay. Breath is 16 for Khan. Okay, he got it, even with interference. And then a +3 bonus for Marp, because he's dwarf. I think that's a race special. He has a 16 or higher, +3 on this roll. There we go. And that actually helped him. So +3, 16, 17, 18. They all avoid getting burnt to +1 damage. Okay, so we finished this room. Because they escaped that trap, I'll give them pull another 10 of XP. And now they're going to choose. They see this door here is open. So after defeating and the spiders and the trap, it has been triggered and with no result. This door right here opens ajar. So they walk up to the door, and inside is this hallway that goes to a dead end. Okay? So they see that. There's nothing. Well, let's see. Is there anything at the end of this hallway? I'm actually going to say it probably is. So here's what I'll do. I sometimes do this, but if I think it's likely, I include an extra yes. Nope, there's not. Even with the extra yes, there is not. Okay, so this hallway is empty. There's nothing here. That nothing represents everything. So again, monster encounter, loot, and um, a trap. So nothing is in there. It's an empty. But for some reason, it's just that door opens and nothing's revealed. So that's what they saw. But let's do a passive roll. I think I missed something. I'm gonna do a D4 here, a D6. Sorry. This is for Mark. When he's in there, they don't. Okay, so the remaining two, I should actually flip this over to three. There we go. There's actually again, they buried their friends. They covered them up with some uh, do with some burlap or something. And here we go, three. And this roll is as the two, Barvel and Khan don't see anything down the hall. Then they have a light source. This whole time I forgot to mention they have a light source. Uh, Torches here with Khan and a lantern here from Barvel. So this D6 is mainly for Marp. He doesn't think there's nothing in here. Doesn't think there's just nothing in here. So we're rolling a 1 or 2. Okay, that's fail. He doesn't see anything. All right, well, that's a shame. I was thinking of something that they're in there, but they don't bother. All right, they're back in the main 16, the room 16, and they see these two doors. Let's see which door they have. Blue and red for left or right, and they decide to go down. Oh, definitely this door here into room 9. This door is open, or it's unlocked. There's no trap on it. Now we're going to roll for room 9 here, as we just took care of room 16. We're going to do a encounter check. Okay. Uh, oh, there is an encounter. It's level 2. Okay, or it's a difference of 2, so it's going to be probably 2 creatures, 2 enemies. So let's see what would be in this room. I'm thinking, let's do a giant. A giant with a another difficulty of 6, a slightly higher AC though. But he doesn't have a weapon. I'm gonna level him out with level 1. So D4. He's not exactly the most strongest, but he's doesn't have a weapon to hit a D6 worth of damage, but he does have his brute strength, which is a D4. Okay, the giant, based on that roll, he's going to momentarily attack. So I will let our team go first. No encounter, no initiative required for this one. So this will be our first. Barbell's going to attack with his D8 plus 1 magic sword, and that's going to be a miss. Then we have Khan, or Thief, with his short sword. He's also going to attack with his plus 2 bonus. Here we go. Against the AC of 16. Oh, that's a hit. 5 damage. All right, so that deals 5 damage. Like so. All right. And I think it's going to be now Marp. Marp has his D6 hand axe, a plus 2 bonus against the AC of 16. 3, that's a miss. All right, now it's the big guy's turn. The giant is going to attack as he was sleeping, and we woke him up. And now he's going to attack. Let's see who he attacks. We have D4 for 1, 2. Let's do D3. Sorry, D6, but technically for 3 results. So 1, 2 is Barvel. 3, 4 is Khan. 5, 6 is Mark. 3, that's going to be Khan. So Khan is going to be his scapegoat, and he's going to roll his D4 damage, which is right here. Here we go. We're rolling against the AC of 16, so not... Okay, that was a miss. The giant tries to grab him, and he jumps out of the way, or he dives out of the way. Duck, dive, dodge, and dodge. Now it's back to Barvel. He's going to attack with his D8. And we're rolling against the AC of 16, plus 3 bonus on this roll. That's 16, and that's just enough to easily wipe out the giant. Okay. Giant falls, and he is dead. So that'll be, let's give 100 for that one. Okay. Now, did the giant most likely did probably drop some loot? Not a weapon, didn't have one, but let's see how much I'm going to say he likely did. So we'll do two guesses for likely. He did, though it was only a few gold pieces. So we'll do 10 gold pieces, which is 10 points for Gryffindor. So now, with that giant defeated, it's on to the next room. Or is it? We need to roll a trap check. I'm thinking that there is a trap here. So let's roll yes or no. Oh, yep, there is a trap. Okay, so here's what happens. The both doors close right here. So this doorway closes with a gate closes down, and so does this door here closes. And there you have it. Now, this is going to be more narrative than anything. It's not a deadly trap. Well, okay, it will be a deadly trap, but it requires a save. All right, but first let's figure this out narratively. Basically, the Asas the Terrible's voice can be heard echoing through the room. He says, "You dare challenge my presence? Who are you for, and what are you doing here?" Etc. Etc. The team basically explains they're here to vanquish him, to kill him once and for all the blah blah blah, yap yap, dribble 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 that this guy's been doing to the lands of the unknown, wherever we are. And there's a big echoing laugh. It says, "Haha, you may try, but can you survive this?" And then suddenly, three dead characters, zombies, appear from the ground as a little portal opens up, and they summon. Basically, Asus summons 3 zombies into the room through some portals that close off, and now there's 3 zombies. So we have zombie 1, zombie 2, and zombie 3. It's kind of like a necromancer. All right, so with that, we have, we'll do random health for each one. We'll do a D8 health. Let's do the D8 here. All right, 5, 3, and 1. So 5, 3, and 1. 5, 3, 1. We'll do D4 damage. D4, D4, and D4. AC, they're zombies, so practically nothing. 11, 11, 11. It goes to 11, and they're all level 1s. All right, here we go. Who goes first? Let's see. Let's do initiative. They go first. Okay, so they are going to attack our team. Zombie 1 attacks the following character. Let's see who attacks. Barvel. Okay, so zombie 1 attacks Barvel with his D4. And this will be against a very high AC of 19. That's a miss. Okay, so zombie 2 attacks. 4 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Khan. Okay, so zombie 2 attacks Khan with his AC of 16. That's also miss. Okay, and then logically with Marp, but yep, it's Marp. Okay, so zombie 3 attacks Marp. 3. Okay, good thing they all missed. Now Barvel is going to counter with his D8, and we're going to roll with his +3 bonus against the measly AC of 11, and that's obviously a hit, taking out the first zombie. Okay, then it's going to be Khan. He has the D6 with his short bow. The size of the room, let's say they're in the middle. He can use the bow. I'll allow it. Okay, it's going to be a D6. He has a +2 attack bonus. And now let's roll against the AC of 11. 2 bonus, that's 11. Oh, perfect. It just matches. 5 damage takes out the next zombie. Okay. Then it's Mark with his hand axe, D6, +2 bonus against the AC of 11. And that's going to be short. All right, zombie 3 attacks. Next, it's their turn, his turn. 1 that's going to attack Barvel as expected. Barvel has an AC of 19 with a D4 attack damage from the zombie using his swipe. Here we go, against 19 or more. That's a miss. Now it's back to Barvel, our turn. Roll a D8, +3 bonus against 11. 2, it's a miss. Khan attacks remaining zombie with his D6 short bow, +2 bonus against 11. That's going to be, oh my gosh, a miss. Marp rolls against 11 with a +2. Oh, that's a hit. Okay, that's 4 damage with his hand axe. And that zombie is also defeated. Okay, not bad at all. Not too long of an encounter. All right, so with those zombies, as they dissipate into, they turn to dust, these doors open once more. And before the narrative moves on, the echoing voice of Asas appears, can be heard once more. He laughs. He says, "Well done, puny humans, or puny mortals. But can you fare against what's coming up next after these commercial break?" So they hear the voice coming through this door here. So definitely, I think our friend is going to be in 11. Of course, it goes to 11. Spinal Tap fans out there, you guys know what I'm talking about. So this room has been dealt with. Now, those three zombies, that was pretty sporadic. So I'm going to give them another 100 for that. But they didn't drop anything. They were just kind of like necromancer summoning some creatures. All right, we're down this corridor now. And that's where I'm going to leave off this episode. So, that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed a lot of improv. And again, it's a little quicker now, just a bit quicker. With nothing against BX in THAC0. I like THAC0. It's just, again, actually, to be honest with you, I have my gripes with even the D20 system rollover, ascending AC. So it's kind of a hate love relationship, basically. So THAC0 is interesting, but at the end of the day, I'm more used to ascending, but it doesn't mean I dislike THAC0. Like I mentioned, it's actually the opposite. There's times I actually admire THAC0 more. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you like I'm using basic fantasy role playing. It's more solo friendly, I guess I can say. It's probably more popular in solo RPGs, it seems, compared to other systems out there or other retro clones. So yeah, that's really it. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.